Rogue Tier, we still winning. Magic Cardo, we extending. Dark Law, he still contending. Sunrise, your lights in it.
Yugi peoples, welcome to the POTE deck profile. Alright, this is the deck that I got top 4 with at my locals last week. There was like 27 people. We had 4 rounds of Swiss, then cut to top 8. And in top 4 and in Swiss, I lost to the same deck. I lost to tiers. Like, honestly, there's just wasn't a lot side decked our main deck in order to fight back against that deck. Well, I guess like side deck, yeah, but like main deck, there just wasn't. No, even main deck, that deck, I lost to Super Poly. You know, it's not easy to play around Super Poly with this deck. And then I think there was even one game where he Super Poly and nibbed me. So yeah, it just didn't go according to plan against that deck. And Trayon was able to beat me, you know, first round of Swiss, and he beat me in top 4. So yeah, it is what it is. Maybe I'll change it up a little bit and stuff, but honestly, well, I'm gonna save what my thoughts about the POT stuff for the end. So one of the cards I was definitely surprised about was Favorite Contact. This card turned out to be a whole lot better than what I thought it was gonna be. Like, I thought that Instant Contact would end up being like the best card out of the new set, but Favorite Contact and the cross guy actually like both turned out pretty good. But I really like Favorite Contact. This card is really good. I wish there were other ways to search it outside of Spirit of Neos, because if we did have another way to search it, like, I could see this being played inside like regular hero deck. You know, it's really that good. But yeah, this is the only trap inside of the deck. It's Favorite Contact, really good card. I wish it was easier to search, or that Spirit of Neos had like more ways to special summon it, or, you know, an easier way to special summon it. So yeah, that's Favorite Contact. I think the deck ended up being 41 cards. I didn't want to play 42, mostly because my only hand trap off in here is the Gamma driver lineup. It's really good, this format. You know, you want to have it going second to hit stuff like Diva and, you know, all those different things, the starters. And then also on my turn, playing cards like a Hero Lives, Fusion Destiny, and the In Space Fusion, the new spell card to special summon Spirit of Neos. Like, all those cards are able to be ashed, and you usually, well, besides Fusion Destiny, the other two, you know, you activate them at the start of your turn, and, you know, your opponent tries to ash, you could just straight up gamble them if you got them. And yeah, so this card was amazing. There was never really a time where I regretted drawing it. So yeah, that's my only hand trap inside the entire deck. Just wasn't room for it. Just wasn't room for hand traps inside of this deck. Alright, now for my E-Hero lineup, we got double Stratos, the Liquid Soldier, 1 Shadow Mist, the 1 Spirit of Neos, and the 1 Hero Neos. You know, pretty standard lineup for this. You know, some people probably play 2 Shadow Mist, but I really was trying to find deck space in order to fit everything off in there, to fit the extra Neo stuff off in there. So I only ended up running 1 Shadow Mist, because most of the time you want to just send it off of the in space or whatever, and you're not really like using Vion to send it inside of my version. You know, basically you want to send it off of in space, so you either want to have it in your hand by searching it with Stratos or searching it with Emergency Call and then doing that. Then of course, like, the other stuff is pretty standard. I only ended up wanting 1 Spirit of Neos. Deck space is really tight. I was trying to keep the deck as efficient and as consistent as possible. There was only one time where I drew this together with the spell card and I couldn't special summon it. You know, it is what it is. I just special summoned regular Neos and tried my best to go from there. So that's my E-Hero lined up. You know, pretty easy, bare bones. Try to run as little bit as possible to fit in as many other good cards as possible. So that's them. My Destiny Hero lineup. The 2 Mally Boy, of course. one denier, and then a card y'all never really see me run is Dark Angel. I know that people are main decking a lot of Dark Ruler no more this format, you know, and then they're siding in a lot of Super Poly. There are a lot of decks, like there's Sky Striker in my area and Mystic Mind with the Sword Soul stuff, and I just really wanted to, you know, not have to deal with that stuff, so I tried running Dark Angel. I think Dark Angel won me one game, and then I felt like it probably could have helped me win the game against Tears, but that was the game where he nibbed me, so, you know, I got nibbed with the Dark Angel. It kind of sucked. So, but my Destiny Hero lineup, wouldn't change it. You know, you got to have the DPE package off in there. These cards are the best ones for doing that, and Dark Angel is actually, you know, pretty good. The only thing that sucks about it is, like, when you do start playing it inside of your local area, people do like modify their extra deck a little bit in order to play around it. So it's like one of those things you can do for maybe like a couple tournaments before they catch on and be like, hey, let me do something to combat this Dark Angel so that he doesn't just keep doing that to me. So that's the D Hero lineup right there. My Vision Hero package, just one Vion, that's it. No increase, no Ferris, and the main reason why is because the card that I really want to activate, the spell card, it locks you into fusion monsters, and the Vision Hero package is like, I don't know, it's really good if you're gonna be doing some link summoning and stuff to get Cross Crusader, you know, to do Wonder Driver plays, and I just didn't feel the need for it inside this package. I tried to keep it as close to like I said, as efficient and consistent as possible. So just the one Vion in case I need it. You know, he's searchable when I go a Hero Live, Stratos. If I didn't draw the spell card, then I can just use Stratos to go add the Vion and go from there so that I can get to Poly and try to get my plays in there. So, yep, just one Vion. Then, you know, my extras, the one Aqua Dolphin and then the two Crosskeeper. Crosskeeper was, you know, pretty amazing. Everybody speaking like really highly of this card. I can't decide which one I like more, the favorite contact or the Crosskeeper, but in most cases I like the favorite contact more. It's gonna win you games. Crosskeeper is, you know, it's nice to draw. The only thing about the drawing inside of this deck the way it was is just like, if I already had most of my combo pieces, then the Crosskeeper wasn't really drawing me anything that I could really use on my opponent's turn unless I was drawing something like Mass Change. Because, you know, I'm searching out the favorite contact, I'm doing that. I'm not playing a lot of hand traps, so there wasn't like I was drawing hand traps that I could make playable. Like, it does help with side decking cards, but, you know, with only one card to search it out, it's just like you kind of, you know, hey, if I draw it, I'm good. If not, then, you know, I just have to go with it. Like, I really wanted to fit like Neo's fusion and stuff off in here, but as y'all can see, like, it's just really hard to fit everything that you want to play inside of the deck. Like, it's 41 cards. Yeah, I could have played like 50, 55, 60 card hero or stuff like that. The thing about increasing the number of cards inside of your deck like that is like when I side deck, like, I have less chance of drawing my side deck cards because I have a lot more cards inside of my deck. And with other decks, you know, it's a whole lot easier because, you know, they can use the hand traps, the extra hand traps and stuff that they're playing. You know, it's part of their engine. Like, it literally, like, you know, it becomes part of their engine, you know, running cards like Emergency Teleport with Ghost Ogre and Gamma. You know, it gets them. You can synchro, you can get your tuner out there, you know, do stuff like that. But unfortunately with heroes, like, having all those hand traps and extra, you know, stuff like that, it doesn't really help too much. It just doesn't. Like, you can add all the extra stuff off in there, but then it becomes harder to draw like the one or two cards that you're really, really looking for. And in this case, it's the new spell card. There's no way to search it out, and, you know, you just gotta hope that you draw that or draw the Cross Crusader in a way to get to Spirit of Neos in order to really like make the deck shine. I only wanted to run one Dolphin. Like, if I draw it, then, you know, I'm good. If I don't draw it, I'm good. The space card sends it either way. So yeah. So that'll be my monster lineup. that, you know, the only thing I'll probably change about it is maybe add in a second one of these. Like, it only happened once inside of the tournament. It's kind of annoying. I would like to run 3 cross keeper. It's just space is very limited because y'all see that even my Vion got put to 1 off in there. My spells, 3 mass change. This card is just really good this format. Dark Law, you know, he's still contending. He's still winning games, and I just want to get him out. 3 a Hero Lives, of course, and then 3 of the new spell card, the Engage Neo Space. Definitely, you know, a great, awesome card. The card that you want to see. Like, the thing, like I said, it's not searchable like that. Like, if it was searchable, like, the deck would be so much better, because that's the card that you want to get to, the card that like really just sets the deck off. So we got that. We got 2 instant contact. I really wanted to run 3. I wanted to make sure that when I summoned Spirit of Neos, I was using his effect to make sure that I got favorite contact. So I really wanted to almost try to have instant contact in every hand. It's just I didn't have room for 3 of them with this build. 2 Fusion Destiny, gotta have those. You just gotta have them. I wanted to like cut it out, like, or at least try to cut out one of them for instant contact, but I felt that would be foolhardy, so we didn't do that. Then main deck, my other going second card, 2 Dark Rulers. Like, I could have like ran something like 2 Ash or something like that, but you know, Dark Ruler no more. Whole lot better this format, so I played 2 of them in there. 2 emergency calls. I want to make sure to get to Shadow Mist as much as possible when I have this card, you know, to do it. It's a whole lot easier when you have the Shadow Mist in hand and you can just send the Dolphin to the graveyard. So yeah, 2 e-call, card that I hardly ever run anymore, but that's the ones that are multiples. And then my single spells, 1 triple tactics talents. When I was at 40 cards, this ended up being the 41st card. You know, maybe it could have been the 3rd Dark Ruler no more, would have been better, but I just wanted to run 1 triple tactics talents. Miracle Fusion, Poly, of course, Rhoda, and Called by the Grave, you know, standard 1-ofs inside of Heroes. Y'all know I don't really have to explain these, you know, not just searching Vion anymore with Rhoda. You can also search the new Cross Keeper, which is, you know, pretty good. I wish there were more ways to search that as well. Like, this deck would be so much better if there were more efficient ways to search out both Cross Keeper and the new spell card, the Engage Space. So that's pretty much, you know, the deck. It's 41 cards. I said the problem with this is not being able to search this card. It's the card that you want to play to start off your turn. I said, you know, it's one of the things really good for getting Ash so that you have the Gamma, you know, that gives you another play. The only thing that's like really bad about that also is that, like, when you do resolve this, you're locked into fusions also. So the Gamma and Driver thing are just kind of sitting there. But at the same time, it's better to get this off and have it, you know, win you the game, have it get you the full combo, than it is not to have it happen. And unfortunately, because of deck room space, I just couldn't fit Cross out off in here because there's not a lot of room to add a bunch of hand traps to it. So if this card was searchable, the deck, like, it would be so much better, a whole lot more efficient. So yeah, the Engage Neo Space, my extra deck, 2 Destiny Heroes, of course, DPE, Dystopia. Dystopia was pretty much for time, but, you know, now one of the things, but yeah, Dystopia, gotta have it, like, for time, because decks take a long time. This deck takes a little while to do stuff. My Mass Hero lineup, 1 asset, I haven't summoned that card in forever. Mass Hero Blast, I do pretty much end up using that quite a bit. And then the 2 Dark Law, of course, with 3 Mass Change. This is the card that I really want to bring out with Mass Change, you know, standard Mass Hero lineup right there. My E-Hero, Sunrise, Ab-Zero, Escuridado, the Flame Wingman, of course you need that for the Hero Shining Neos Wingman. Alright, so These two cards with the favorite contact are absolutely amazing. I love this card. I love being able to pop 2, pop 3. You know, most of the time it's pop 2 because I'm trying to prevent them from exceed summoning, link summoning, or, you know, synchro summoning, whatever it is they're doing. Like, pop 2. Like, you got to do this in order to, you know, in order to be able to do this. There are ways around it, such as King of the Swamp and stuff like that. But I think that if this card was more searchable, if there were more easier ways to search this, I would definitely run like 3 instant contact in order to get the Flame Wingman off in there. And then if you didn't want to play like the Spirit of Neos or having to play like the vanilla Neos, you know, hey, use King of the Swamp. Like, it searches out poly and favorite contact. You know, it uses from the banished, from the graveyard, from your hand, you know, whatever it is you need, like favorite contact is gonna get it there. So I wish this was more like an engine, like the Destiny Hero engine, you know, how you're just kind of able to, you know, throw it inside of any deck. Like, I wouldn't want it thrown inside of any deck, but I wish it was more splashable into the regular hero deck. Like, this would be amazing. Like, this could be one of those things that actually, like, you know, bring heroes out of rogue into like, you know, maybe like a tier 3 deck, tier 2 deck. And the main reason why I say that is because having a trap interruption is like really, really powerful. A lot of people don't main deck outs to trap cards. You know, they might have like one Cosmic Cyclone, something off inside of there, you know, and they're gonna draw it, you know, every once in a while, the Feather Duster and stuff. But overall, if there was, you know, like a way to search this out, to have it set on the board in addition to like our DPE, our Dark Law play, we also have 2 pops on top of that, like, it would be amazing. But unfortunately, that's not the way it is. So, you know, that's the E-Hero lineup. And then my Link monsters, 2 Cross Crusader, 1 Driver, and then the 1 Babushka for those plays where I don't open up with the spell card that locks me into fusions. You know, I have my Link monsters to go into. I got Babushka. I did use that Babushka, you know, to try to get off in there. And I think it ended up getting, like, dropleted, I think he ended up getting dropleted, like, the one time I did use him. Like, hey, that's Yu-Gi-Oh! That is what it is. And then, you know, that's my main deck. My side deck, actually, that was my extra deck. My side deck, 3 draws, really good. Gotta have it against Flunder. There's a lot of Flunder in my area. Earth Machines also, other hero decks. Drawling Lockbird, shut them down. Spell and trap removal for all the Eldritch, Mystic Mind, mostly Eldritch, Sky Striker, stuff like that. That 3rd Dark Ruler no more that I decided to run Triple Tactics Talents over. And, you know, the reason why the Triple Tactics Talents, you know, is good going first or second, you know, but the Dark Ruler is like more game breaking. 3D Barrier, of course, that card is gonna single-handedly win games. 3 Evenly Match. There's a lot of Eldritch and Rogue, just a lot of Rogue in general at my locals as well. So Evenly Matched is really good. And then, of course, 1 red reboot to try to stop cards like D-Barrier. So, and all the Eldritch trap cards. My side deck, you know, 15 cards. I don't think I would change too much off in there. Maybe main deck this. Maybe play 42 cards and put another Cosmic Cyclone or something off inside of there. But nobody's really on Mystic Mind too much in my area. It's just that 1 or 2 times when you do get hit with it, it really sucks. So it's just like you want to make sure that you are prepared for it at least. So now we have my thoughts on this stuff, and, you know, is it good? Is it bad? In my personal opinion, you know, everybody's gonna have their own personal opinion considering this stuff. Like me, I don't think it's very efficient. I don't think it's very reliable. If you draw the stuff, you're good. Like, I think that's the problem with the new stuff. Like, if you look at the new engines and things, like, they all, like, it runs so coherently together and everything, you know. There's a way to add, to search, you know, to do that, you know. Even with the sprite stuff, they got their own they got their own e-telly, plus they're running e-telly off in there. And it's just like the power creep, on the hero cards is just crazy. Like, we can special summon from our deck at the cost of half of our life points, but they're special summoning at the cost of what, like 1100 or 1300 or something like that. So, at the end of the day, it is what it is. I do wish this card was more integratable into, just like our normal hero decks. And because I feel like it would definitely help out a lot. I'm glad we got Crosskeeper. At the same time, I also wish that, he was more searchable as well. I really wish he could have been a hero. It is what it is. But overall, I feel like the POT stuff, if you want to run it, if you're trying to have some fun, definitely try to run the Neo stuff. You're probably not going to win a lot of tournaments with it. You're probably not going to win a big tournament with it. Like, it's just really not all that reliable on the engine. Like, it's draw these very specific cards with no way to search them out. You could run Pride of Prosperity, try to get those cards more easily to your hand and everything. But overall, I just feel like the regular hero deck is better. You're going to bring out DPE more. You're going to bring out Dark Law more. You're going to be able to set up like Dark Angel better, and just without these extra cards off of there, just kind of become bricks. Like, Crosskeeper is, I don't know, it's like a double-edged sword. Like, usually I feel like if you're activating Crosskeeper's effect, like, you're probably already like set up everything else on the board, and Crosskeeper is just kind of like an add-on on top of that. Like, there are situations where you have him in hand and you're gonna get hand trapped, and you're able to Crosskeeper, the special summon that Shadow Mist, or whatever you end up special summoning with Cross Crusader effect to extend and keep on going with your plays. But like, I feel like his best use would be like when he's in the graveyard, your draw to put one back to the bottom, especially if you're drawing like a hand trap, something on top of the hero board that you've already built. Like, that brings me to the other thing about, this is Super Poly, running rampant. Everybody likes it, got the new Super Poly target, and this deck unfortunately is a magnet for that card. Like, heroes in general, is a pretty big magnet for that. That was one of the things that I was thinking about as I was building the deck is, hey, I'm going to get Super Poly'd a lot. It is what it is. Like, if this card, like I said, like, if this card was a whole lot better, I feel like a really good inboard would be like DPE with Dark Angel with this set. That way you have, like, you have 3 pops on your opponent's board. You can play around Super Poly better because you can DPE, he's off the board now. Then when you go favorite contact, now you have the shining Neos out there, but you don't have another hero monster in order for them to like Super Poly you with. So, hey, it is what it is, though. Like, I know a lot of people are saying, hey, it's good. It's how you use it. It's how you figure out how to use it. I'm really not a big fan. I'm not. I did what I could with it. I'm not necessarily saying that I'm giving up with it. There are like a couple other things I want to try to do with the deck to see if I can find something a little bit better. But in my honest opinion, in the 2 tournaments that I've played in using the new stuff, I feel like just like the regular Omni Hero build is better. It's just better. Maybe run that build and add in Cross Crusader. I mean, not Cross Crusader. Add in Crosskeeper, to add those extra draws on top of our boy Graceful Charity. But overall, if this card was more splashable, if Spirit of Neos was more splashable, like, he is splashable. You can throw him off in there. He's a pretty good battle trap. He's a hand trap for the battle thing, but I don't feel like that is his absolute best usage. His best usage is when you're special summoning him to be able to search this or search instant contact. And that's what you want to do with it. It just sucks that, in order to play the really, really good spell card, it's just like you're going to have to randomly draw into it in order to activate it. And then you also have to add, Neo Spations to your deck in order to activate it. But it is what it is. I did what I could with it. I have a couple of more ideas, so we're not giving up on it. We probably give it, maybe 2-3 more weeks to try it out. But I'm not like a really big fan of having my you know what, handed to me in Yu-Gi-Oh. Like my POTE Hero build just feels a whole lot better, a whole lot more efficient. It plays around a whole lot more, and that's what I designed to deck to be able to do. And you know, it is what it is. I appreciate everybody for staying, watching. I think my next video this week will be the my POTE Hero test hand / combo video, because I know a lot of people have been waiting asking for that. And I'm also going to have to do one for Master Duel, because I don't know if I've updated my deck list upload for my Master Duel that I've been using in the Duelist Cup and inside of, you know, in the ladder right now. So, you know, let me know what y'all think. If y'all have better ideas that I have not thought of considering this new stuff, let me know. I will try to integrate it into my deck. I will check it out, see if it's, you know, better than what I had going. So I will catch y'all in the next video, and appreciate you for staying a while to listen.
Stay a while.